Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is when you watch the Dan K Show. It's a good one to you. Lucas, you psyched about this week's show?
Pretty excited.
I'm pretty excited. We're going to hit our little, cold open you call it? I wrote that on my hand. It's called a cold open. I'm not feeling cold. There's a hot fire in a fireplace.
Yeah, this is like the 10th episode. It's the same format every week.
Cold open. Cold open coming at you. And then, Dan K's three things. Right after this. USPHL fans, I promised you my three things, so let's get inside the booth here and talk a little bit of Dan K's three things from this week. You know, just a day ago, Mr. Deniskin, Mr. Andre Deniskin from the Ukraine, also from our Hampton Roads Whalers, had a big time showing with an overtime goal. And that's my first thing. We're going to talk a little bit more about Andre later in the show, I believe. But we're going to talk about someone else right now. Thing number two. And this might be the number one thing. This is a big-time commit from a big-time name. That is Austin Lemieux. Mario Lemieux's son. Austin Lemieux making a name for himself and committing to Arizona State. You know what? That's a kid who's thinking straight. Let's go to the warm climate to play the cold sport. Good idea, good thinking, good hockey from Austin Lemieux. He's been great. He's been better. He's been even the best at times out here in the USPHL Premier. Can't wait to see what Austin does at the next level. But he's got to try to win a Deneen Cup first. Thing number three, Lucas. Lucas is sick. And on top of Lucas being sick, I'm working on 2 hours sleep today. So you have a grumpy Dan, a sick Lucas, but a great Dan K show. And we're going to make it happen. We're going to make some good things happen. And first, we're going to take a breath. Lucas is going to get a lozenge and deal with that cough. I might take a quick 5-minute power nap. And we're going to show you the Charlotte Rush. I mean, we talked to the Charlotte Rush in person, on site. Let's see what we talked about.
Here with the Charlotte Rush. Let's hear some noise. Let's hear some noise. Here we go. Gentlemen, I'm here with a man I was told I had to interview. Let me hear from you.
I'm Cameron Mazkowski of the Charlotte Rush.
Is that a Polish last name? Hey, come on. Give it to him. How's the season going so far? How are the boys feeling here? Apparently, you guys are having a pretty good time.
Yeah, we're having a great time. Love being in Boston. It's always good to get a couple wins with the boys and just, spend some quality time watching your other teams play.
Let's talk about your win. Let's talk about your win. Loud every time. Let's talk about your wins. Where's the success coming from for this team? Where are the wins coming from this weekend?
I'd say it's just a spread out effort. It's not like one top line. We have a lot of teamwork, a lot of good effort from all four lines. Sorry, I meant to say all four. And it's just, it's really coming together. Practice is showing, and the boys are buzzing.
I can tell you guys don't have a problem with energy. Now talk to me. Who's the guy that's got the best flow, stash, facial hair on this team? Anybody? Is anybody? Oh, here we go. Talk to me about this flow. Flow of the week, flow of the day here. How long did it take you to get that thing going?
Oh, man, I've had it for like a year now.
Oh, man. Where are you from?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
North Carolina. He's from North Carolina. Come on and raise up. That's the song. Hey, let's talk about who here, jokester. Who's telling the best joke? Who's making the joke? Who's the guy? This guy right here? No? Up there? This guy. Sir, I'm gonna like Spider-Man climb myself up here. Get this on camera. Guy, why would they say you're a jokester?
Well, I don't really know. I mean, I don't try to be. It just comes out that way. And they just think I'm weird,
People think I'm weird too. I don't understand why.
Me neither.
He's got a talent. We're going to show his... What? Oh, no. I'm going to try to not fall. All right, make sure you got enough room. Make sure he's got enough room for this. Give him room. He's going for the backflip, and he's going to nail it. And he got it! And that's what we do on the Dan K Show. Charlotte wins games. Charlotte gets loud. Charlotte gets the clap going. And this has been the Dan K Show with some Charlotte Rush hockey. Keep it going. Thank you, boys. Great work, guys. Great work. Great work all day.
Welcome back, Dan. That was a great interview with the Rush.
It was a great interview. I think every interview we do is great. Lucas, you asked me to be your hype man here, right?
No, I definitely.
I'm reading the paper. Lucas always makes the notes. Lucas does all the writing of this show, and it says generate hype for the event. So we're going to generate some hype. Let's go. Let's get these people going. Let's show it. Let's show it to them. I'll hype you up. I'll be the hype man.
So we got some great events coming up for the USPHL in December. The Florida Junior Blade Showcase, December 16th through the 18th, followed directly by the USPHL Midwest Showcase.
Back to back.
A powerhouse showcase, December 18th through the 21st. Really excited for that one.
You know how excited we are right now? There's a Junior Blades in Florida. They got the Midwest going on. They're going to put an ice patch, I heard, between Florida and Chicago, and these kids are going to have to skate between both events, right?
That would be highly impractical.
It'd be highly impractical, but you know what's practical? Great hockey. Both of them going to be great events. Keep it going, Lucas.
All right. Going to finish off the year with the Potomac Patriots Showcase, December 30th through January 1st. Moving into the Hartford Junior Wolfpack Youth Showcase from January 6th to January 8th.
It's going to be Wolfpack on ice? Like a Wolfpack showcase? They're going to be
Yeah.
showcasing Wolfpack, like packs of wolves.
Well, not packs of wolves.
I mean, I don't even need to hype that. I don't need to hype that, but no, it's going to be, these kids are going to be playing like packs of wolves, right? These kids are going to be out there on the ice. These youth players, I'll tell you what, the best youth hockey in the world is happening here under the guise of the USPHL. That youth league has it going on. Incredible.
Followed up by a big event, the USPHL
Huge.
Winter Showcase. January 6th through the 8th. Dan and myself are particularly excited for that one.
Oh, it's going to be tremendous. It's going to be huge. It's going to be big. And it's going to be blustery because it's in New England. And me and Lucas always love going up there and freezing our tails off. It's going to be bird-tastic outside, but it's going to be burning up on the ice. And we're going to come after you.
Okay.
With great hockey.
We have the All-Star Game coming up on...
All-Star Game? Come on, All-Star Game. I can't even hold it in. I can't even hold it in. All-Star Game. We got an All-Star Game coming, folks.
January 16th.
Go ahead.
That should be fun.
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 We're going to have fun.
It's going to be fantabulous. It's going to be stupendous. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be huge. I'll go back to huge. Let me give you huge again. Because you know what's going to happen, Lucas? You're going to see the best league put its best talent on the ice. And they're going to do it on a Monday. They're going to do it on a holiday. They're going to do it on the wonderful Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And they're going to bring it up to New England. They're going to bring it out there in front of college scouts and coaches. And they are going to lay it on the line. You're going to have the Lemieux battling off with some of the best in the game. You're going to see everyone out there, everyone playing hard. It's the best hockey. It's the best day of the year. All-Star Game, my favorite.
USPHL Philadelphia Showcase.
Oh, we're going to Philly. We're going back. We're going back to my home. This is where I come from. I come from South Jersey, and I work for the Flyers, and this is an event that gets me pumped. Because you want to know what's good?
What?
Hockey in Philadelphia. It's good. It's fun to watch. You better be there.
January 28th to the 30th. But I think what we're going to end with on this apparent hype
I never
train,
wanted to end. I never wanted to end.
It has
It's
to
so
end.
good. It's too good.
It has to.
It's tremendous.
We only have a certain amount of time each week, so it has to. We talked about this. The segments have to end.
Limited time. That's what we got.
The Heritage Classic, which I think is something that you went to last year. He's already getting excited. Easy. Bring it down. Bring it here.
Back. I'm back on Earth. I'm back.
February 6th, out in the Midwest. It's going to be a great time.
It's going to be great. It's going to be outstanding. You got John Shores putting out a battle royale of hockey proportions. You're going to have Coach Tom Cruise of the Chicago Cougars. My man's taking it highway to the danger zone, and he's going to be battling with Marty Quarters. So you know what? Marty Quarters ain't worth quarters. He's worth dollars, billions of them. With the knowledge that Marty brings to the party, it's going to be Chicago Cougars. It's going to be Wisconsin Rapids River Kings. I have so many different Wisconsins in my head that I'm losing it, and I have so much excitement for the Heritage Classic that I need to see it. It's going to be great.
And those are all the USPHL events that you can be looking forward to in the next couple of months. Of course, we'll have some after that, but we don't want to overwhelm you. We don't want to send too much your way, so make sure you stay tuned to the Dan K Show to stay updated about everything that's going to be happening in the USPHL this season.
It gets better. It gets better, and it gets even better. It's going to be good.
It does get better, Dan. For instance, a little bit of a teaser for next week. You're not going to be here.
Yeah, I'm not going to be here, Lucas. And, you know, there's something that I worry about a little bit because as a New York Rangers fan, and I say my fandom in the hockey world because I work in junior hockey, you know, so I could like the New York Rangers and still cheer. But Antti Raanta, you know, he stepped in here for a game for Lundqvist. Next thing you know, it's another game, it's another game, it's another game, and he's tearing it up in net. He can't be stopped, and he's stopping everything. You know, I just worry. I mean, what if that happened to me? But I mean, who would be the Antti Raanta in this situation?
Dan, I could never replace you with anyone.
No, he never could.
So Alex is going to be on the show next week. And speaking of Alex, here's a segment on Jonesies College Corner.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Jonesies College Corner. I am still your host, Alex Jones. And on this week, we interrupt Dan and Lucas's show to talk a little bit about some USPHL alums, check up on them at their schools, and see how they're doing as they live out their dreams playing for colleges and universities across the country. Now, I know you must be jonesing for some hockey, so let's get right into it. Our first three players are USPHL award winners from previous seasons. Our first one, Brendan Van Riemsdyk, a 6'3", 201-pound forward out of Middletown, New Jersey, played for the IHC, Islanders Hockey Club, from 2014 to 2016. The 14-15 season, he was the Rookie of the Year, and he also helped the IHC win the Founders Cup. He had 47 games played, 29 goals, and 12 assists. Those are some great numbers, which earned him that Rookie of the Year. Also, next season, he had 43 games played, 20 goals scored, and 27 assists. A great year coming off that outstanding rookie season. He is now a freshman at the University of New Hampshire. In the 2016-2017, his freshman year, 17 games played. We have 2 goals and 7 assists on the season so far. Some of his hobbies and interests include bowling, which you can see how he became a hockey player. I mean, they're kind of the same. Sliding a puck, just think about it. His last goal was scored against the Maine University 5-1 in a home game win on December 2nd. Look for some upcoming games against the University of Maine where Van Riemsdyk is looking to have a repeat performance and put one in the back of the net on New Year's Eve, December 30th. Hey, it's a little party before the party, if you know what I'm saying. Mike Laffin, USPHL alum, played for the Jersey Hitmen 2013-14 season as well as the 15 and 16 season. However, his 14-15 season was incredible, totaling 50 games played, 30 goals, and 61 assists. You know nobody on the other team was laughing when they saw those numbers, as he totaled the most assists with 61, most points with 91. He was the premier MVP, and he also was the Offensive Player of the Year. Incredible numbers for a guy who has an incredible last name. Moving along, our next player on the list is Brian Bowen, a 6-foot-tall, 220-pound forward out of Littleton, New Jersey. No, not Middletown, and not Littletown, but Littleton, New Jersey. Played for the Boston Junior Bruins for the 2013-14 season. And during that season, he had 47 games played, 27 goals, and 23 assists. Those numbers garnered him the 13-14 Rookie of the Year. They won the championship, and he had the most goals in a season out of everybody else in the league. Everybody. His first season at the University of Vermont, 2015-2016, he had 18 games played, 4 goals, and 3 assists. Currently, he is a sophomore at Vermont, totaling 12 games played, 1 goal, and 5 assists. Now, we didn't get off on the best foot. His favorite team is the New England Patriots. So, just with that, I don't really want to interview him. I'm sure he's a great guy, a great hockey player, as I could see. I'm a Giants fan, so it's very personal. He did record an assist on December 9th, though, against Boston University in a 4-2 win. So look for some upcoming games where he could improve and add to his total numbers for this season. 2 in a row against Union College on the 17th and 18th of December, and 2 in a row versus Bentley University on the 30th and the 31st of December, one day before the new year. That's it for this week on the Jonesies College Corner. Thank you for watching this segment and the entirety of the Dan K Show. I appreciate it. Dan appreciates it. And I really hope my brother Lucas appreciates it. As always, stay up to date with the USPHL watching this segment right here, the entirety of the Dan K Show, and keep up with the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram page as well. Now, do you know any alum that have been showing out in the past couple weeks, or just in general that you know of that plays in the NCAA? Tweet them at me. Tag them and tweet them at me. Hashtag Jonesy Spotlight. It's going to be right here. Tag me. Please let me know so I can shout them out on this show. Now that's it for me, hockey fans. It's freezing out there. Grab your skates, grab your pucks, grab your whatever. Go play some hockey.
Well, folks, it's come to the point. It's come to the end of the show. It's come to the empty net. The way that a lot of hockey teams end every game when they're having a rough season, and the way that we end every show with the empty net. It's open for scoring, and Lucas, why don't you put that puck in the back of the net here with the story of the day in the empty net?
Well, we want to give a shout out to Conlon Keenan, who is currently going to the State University of New York, SUNY. He is the College Rookie of the Week. He's got 13 goals in 12 games played. So we would just like to give a shout out to him. Congratulations. Nice job.
13 goals in 12 games played. That's like more than 1 goal a game.
That is more than 1 goal in game, Dan. Do you know how many more than 1 goals per game that is?
It's like 1.1.
Yeah.
It's a 1.08.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid, because I'm doing math. You know, in another life, I was a janitor who saw an equation on a board, and I saw it, and I was like, well, I know the answer to that equation, so I wrote it down. I was smarter than all the other kids there. Then this guy chased me and ran away. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy life I led before this.
Were you wicked smart?
I was wicked smart, and how about them apples? But how about the apples that we had this week? We got guys scoring for Ukraine, game-winning goals. We've got guys like Austin Lemieux, the big names in the hockey world, getting the big commitments to Arizona State. We've got a college hockey Rookie of the Week. We got Conlon Keenan out there tearing it up with 13 goals in 12 games. And we've got more to come this season and more to come every single week. Events galore. Lucas and I are getting our travel pants on, and we're ready to go. I'll be in Dublin next week. I'll be in Ireland getting that luck of the Irish, hanging out, enjoying the scenery, and missing you, Lucas, as I go on my honeymoon. Me and producer Lena are going to be out in Dublin. So we wish you luck. Lucas, practice your parting words. I think Lucas should actually get the last words of the show this week. So I am going to give my parting words, which are...
See you next week.
That's your one chance. That's your one chance. I said I thought I'd surprise you. I thought I'd let you get the last words.
Those are my last words. You have your ridiculous
but
thing
your
that you can't even memorize your own sign off. I will never forget my sign off.
I don't know what my sign off is. I still don't know.
It changes every week.
Yeah, it does.
See you next week. It's classic. You know, it's like 60s newscaster. It's like Cronkite. It's like that old school. We'll see you next week.
Mine's more like Carson Daly.
Yeah.
Total Request Live.
Yeah, if like Carson Daly and like Conan O'Brien's hair came together and made a newscaster.
I'd take that.
Yeah, that's you. I'm more of like a...
Professionalism.
Yeah.
Carson Daly professionalism. That's the kind of professionalism I have.
Right. More like John Daly professionalism.
Well, that's true. That too. I've missed a lot of tea times.
Yeah. But, see you next week.
See you next week. I've missed a lot of tea times, but I never miss a cup of coffee.